If there was a child who did not finish the work, the teacher is there. It is lunchtime. It is free time, right? So before this time is over 1 hour, he or she has helped like 5 children. And that became our strength. Because the parent is able to understand that if my child is in this school, at that particular moment I know during lunchtime, this child is catered. This is what I do during that. Those who come with money, they are those I introduced to pay weekly, daily. They are those I introduced to pay weekly. They are those who pay monthly. And I have a parent who is outside country in Dubai who has paid for a whole year. For a whole year, has 2 children. Now you can imagine with that amount from that, I can be able to budget for a whole term from one parent. What does that mean? There is an extra source of income that I had not seen in the feeding program. That is one that Lift helped. Number two, it is the uniform. I used to give people some other cards. Go to Mama, let me use my sister here. Go to Mama's place, tell her you want the uniform for this particular school. And then I just thought, I went to Githurai and asked those people who, when you want to make uniform, and then I asked them, this dress, this short and shirt, how much? And then they gave me the amount. For example, a shirt is going for 400 or 300. Then I asked, if whatever I buy in bulk, what will happen? They told me, we shall give you the 250. 250. And I'm not telling you this so that you don't bring your children to my school. You see that I am making a lot of money. It's not about money. It's about, yes, it's about business. If we run the school as a business, we shall be able. You have heard that we have been there for the last 30 years. This is our 31st year. So I went to Githurai, looked at the sizes of the shirts, and then I went to buy in a bulk. I brought them to school. I went for the short. The short, I will not tell you the amount. They gave me the amount. I bought it in bulk, not trousers. So when you come, I give you a choice. Do you want a short or you want a trouser? Do you want the full uniform? Yes. I also sell sweaters in school with the school logo. That was how I managed to use this analysis, SWOT analysis, to improve what we have been doing. So when you come to school, it's fully funded. As in, you come to school from uniform to tracksuit, everything. And when you come, I will tell you that you buy tracksuit with us, that is the jacket and the trouser. I will give you t-shirt free. I'll give you t-shirt free. But in the real sense, yes. You know, when you go to the shops to buy the tracksuit, they will sell you a complete, they only sell you the jacket and the trouser. Now what we have done, we have included that t-shirt, and that t-shirt becomes our income. Because this parent knows when I go to Githurai, I will buy that tracksuit at 900, right? 900. Then you buy an extra t-shirt, that t-shirt at around 350. That becomes 1250. Then you come to school. I will tell you I'm selling the tracksuit for preschool at 1500 shillings. And that one, I have the school logo with it. Then you will see the sense in it, right? So when you come, I will sell you the tracksuit at 1500, but I tell you that I'm giving you the t-shirt free. Yet it is still inside that. So that is how you use SWOT analysis to become. And I'm not telling you that so that you go hitting me around. We are still in this. So yes. So it depends with the customer, right? It depends with the customer whether it is premium, value based, or it depends with you, right? Because it's just like, why do you take your child to school A and not B, and this parent takes this child to school B? I was asking myself another day, our children come to school at 7. Like in my school, we don't have a school bus, right? Comes to school at 7:30. I will release that child at 3:30. Then school B, your child will be picked by the bus at around 8. So probably that child to enter to the class will be around 9, right? But at 2, the child is still in the bus coming home, right? I am charging 5,000, but that school is charging 25,000. Why do you go for that 25,000 less hours, but you fail to understand why you should bring your child to me at 5, then your child comes to school at 8 and leaves at 9. The only time they have to pray is 30 minutes in our school. 30 minutes, that is short break, and 40 minutes long break, and then 1 hour. Let's do the cost analysis here. Tuingie hapo kwa cost analysis. Nani anaumia? So that's how, but there is a notion that particular school does well, but you have not taken time to know what goes around in that small school that is there. There is a parent I was arguing with saying, you have only 15 pupils in pre-group. I want to take my child where they are 70. Then I sat that child down. How many teachers are in that 70 class? One teacher, right? For me to mark 70 books for that one child, and the lesson is 1 hour for preschool, and the teacher who is here, same teachers who have gone to the same school, same training, right? With 15 children, who does good work? But we want to go to, ndio tumesema, that's why we have said it's all about the customer, the way you treat your customer. When you come into my business, this is what I will tell you. I will sell to you, you buy all, and you have bought. So Lyft has helped me a lot in that extra income. After Lyft, I've joined Lyft. I saw the CBC is very demanding. Every day, every night, like yesterday, my daughter brought me a note written, please kindly provide with us printed sweater and a picture of a mango. And where I live, I went to the cyber. I gave it card and I asked how much. I'm used to this place. Yeah, if you go to Joseph's place or somebody's cyber around here, is around 10 bob, right? Then I asked that person and said it is 60 shillings. 60 shillings. Same copy, same item in Gedurai. Again, it comes to somewhere about the location of your business, right? The business location, right? Where your business is located also matters on how you are going to price your items or your the value of the item, right? So I was told it is 60. I paid and I went home. So sometimes back I thought of that every time CBC they are sent home to come with these materials. What we did after Lyft, I engaged someone and hired a photocopier machine that now is stated in school. Now that these children, every time they are asked to go and do photocopy, that 10 bob they were taken to Jose's place, it is brought to school. It is brought to school and now becomes the maintenance. I am paying that machine to a cost of owning the machine. Now it's almost 1 year because I was to pay it in 1 year and 3 months. And the seller already said it has clocked over 95,000. Now the machine now belongs to fully yours. So that's how Lyft has helped me when it comes to work on modalities. You can imagine a class of 15 and everybody is going to photocopy for 20 bob, right? So that 20 bob is brought to school. That is 300 from one class. Multiply by 9, that is 2,700 in a day. Then they will be given another time. So that one day has paid the machine. One day has paid the 3,000 cost for that machine without me going back to the school fees. Right? So that's an extra source of income. Right? Yes.
Already paid 95,000.
Yes. Yes.
And how much have you made out of it?
If I can, in 1 year, if I have the correct figure I have, we have been able to correct around 140,000 from that photocopy. So already we have, if you minus, just call it roughly around 50,000 in 1 year. In 1 year, yes. So that's how you maximize the cost analysis, and I'm very proud of the teachers who taught us the cost. We also looked at the payback period. The payback period. Have you reached that point? The payback period. If it was 1 year, 3 months, I have already paid the machine in 1 year. I have 3 more extra months that I can still make an income. So if those 3 months, if for example in a year I've been able to make 50,000, if you divide, it means that every year, every month I've been making 4,000 extra of what I've been paying, right? Yes, so the payback period, I had to look at it. Allow me also to talk about what Lyft also helped us to do is that the competition. In schools competition, it was all about exams, right? It was all about exams. Now it is over. Last year you did not see people with buses go, right? They are not celebrating, right? Now the celebration is inside, right? The holistic of that child will I leave you, or that child, how that child will, you bring us a child. By the end, we parents sometimes we want our children to learn very fast. For example, you brought, who has a playgroup kid here? A playgroup kid. Has your child known how to write number 1 to 10? Up to number 5. That is, what about the sounds? Have them been able to write all of them? So there is that notion that my child must know how to write number 1 up to number 10 in the first term. That child is very empty. If your child can write up to number 3, that's an achievement. And let me tell you, number 2 and number 3 are the most difficult ones to write. 3 like they will write like letter M, sound M, right? Sound M. That is how they are writing, right? Number 2 is going opposite. Do you tell that child, no, it is not like this? Do you know for that teacher to write, to make that child write and recognize? Allow me to give you that, what we have done in our school. And this is what Lyft has helped us to do. You look at the strength, your weakness, and we saw that when you bring your child to us, once you bring your child, I always ask of your expectation. You will always find me in the desk. I am the one who will admit your pupil and allocate that class. Right now, I have shifted from teaching the upper primary section and I'm now teaching a PP2 class out of demand from the parents. Why? Your child, and I'm talking about how Lyft now helped me to put the network on. You look at that programming of that child has come from home very empty. What is the first thing to do? Is it to write? Is it to recognize? Is it to, what should come first? What should come first? To recognize. Do you know that can take a whole term just to recognize? For us, what we have done, we have divided that play group. Let me call it curriculum because it is not even known by the government. We are not supposed to take our children to school, right? They are supposed to tire. When you bring, you pay, and then I give them tire. That is the Kenyan curriculum, right? It is nowhere by the government. So it is up now. I'm talking about the competition. Now when you come, what we have done, we have divided our curriculum that first term in 3 sections. There is that recognition, there is scribbling, there is no writing. For us, there is no writing. Writing is by chance. Are we together? Join the dots. Join the dots. That is then try to scribble recognition. Recognition you can use with a lot of things. You bring mangoes, we recognize. You have 1, right? Then this one comes with the 2. Then we ask, which number is this? How many mangoes are these? This is 1, right? How many are these? But you want your child to write. At the end of the day, the child will know. But it is not in the head, right? Then you do those sorting and grouping. How many chairs are these? Mingo, 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 mingo. These little children, then you teach them how to mingle groups of 1. So they will stand all of. That is number. But now, that is how the competition comes. At the end of the day, that child, when that child goes home and then now comes to your house, then you start asking, what did you learn? You will see that child going for 1 sufuria, and then what do? You start telling your children, staki ujiga, rudisha. It depends with what the child has been shown, right? So in that, Lift has helped us so much in many ways. Allow me to talk about the cost analysis in another perspective. The cost of educating one child. You know, you go to a school, you are told it is 5,000. Have you ever asked you 5,000? Where does it come from? What does it entail? The tuition, right? Now, the cost of educating one child, I was taught by Lift through cost analysis that I can be able to tell you, even if my school has 50 children, I will still maximize profit, pay salaries, and pay the debt that I have with those 50 children, because I have been able to do the cost analysis for one child. One child. So I am able to know if I am charging preschool 4,000 Kenya shillings and I have 10 pupils, they can be able to pay the teachers. If they have 3 teachers, they are supposed to pay those teachers, because I have been able to work out with the cost analysis. Any question up to there before I continue? Yes. The children of the children have got giving them a different in order to change. Wow. What I have done, if you are a teacher and you have a child, this is what I do. If you have 2, I will tell you that I will cater for 1, you cater for 1, right? Now this is where now you want me to have my pricing strategy. Allow me to tell you, this teacher, when you come, we shall agree on the salary, right? We shall agree on that salary. After we agree on the salary, you tell me, but I have 2 kids. Then I will tell you that I will take 1 child. But automatically, if you have a grade 5 pupil is not paying the same way with the preschool kid, right? So obvious, you'll tell me to take care of the grade 5, right? It is logic, right? Who is paying 5,000? Now you can put your salary plus 5,000. For example, let's say I'm paying a teacher 15,000. Now add the cost of this child, right? It is how much? That is 20. That teacher is earning 20, right? So this is how I do my pricing strategy. Your salary is this amount. I'll take care of one child. Okay? You will cater for this other child. But I will give your children free lunch. I'll give your children free lunch. Instead of you paying or deducting from your salary, then you will see the sense in it. That's how we do. What if you have one kid? Our agreement is you pay half the school fees. Reason being, you don't give everything for free. They will take you for granted. Yeah, they will take you for granted. You will wait until your child reaches grade 5, then you take that child to another school. I've already given that education. There is nowhere you have felt it, right? Yes. Any other question? Yes. Yes, that is what we do. You know, the one we hired asked if we go to Kibadaski, sorry to say Kibadaski. So, if you go there, 50 shillings. Now, we charge only 50 shillings. You pull the resources together. Assume that I have 70 pupils. Out of 70, say 50 will eat. 50 multiplied by, yes? How much is that? Yes? 50 by 50. 2,500. A bucket, one bucket of viazi, how much is it? 800. Right? Then like 2 liters, that is around 500. Right? And let me tell you, after they don't go back for rebounds because of the way you will slice your. And that was the idea. Not that you give them retro, but the cook has made sure the size at which anafanya, it's different, right? Yes. 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 Mm.
So they were like 10 kids. So to maintain the parent in the school, one was also focus on the maintenance thing. Because in case like the child don't have number 4, I don't know another
Once you come to our school, I tell you, don't expect that we shall rate your pupils. We don't. And that is the government. And if there was rating, the Minister for Education last year would have said, School A produced this child with all exceeding. He did not, even nobody knew that Kipsea was out. Anybody knew? Nobody knew Kipsea was out because it is not about the competition now, the numbering. It is about the talent or the capability and the skills of that child. You can compare my daughter with my son. They are two different. They are two different people. So what we have done, and this is, I'm very happy with the government, and at the same time, I am very sad about the government. It is a mixed reaction. I am a parent who has a grade 9 pupil who does not know what is happening come in the next 6 months. We don't know. We are the pioneers of the CBC, right? It's like our children are wasted in a way. It's let's be honest, and we are live on camera. They should not come and get me. It's like they are wasted in a way. Right now, they are supposed to choose 12 schools, right? Those 12 schools. Right now, if my daughter today wakes up because she's a daughter and says, I want to follow the career path of the STEM, that is mathematics, science, and but she has performed poorly in these others, yani this for the rest of grade 1 up to 6, my daughter will be locked out of that STEM, but that is where I want her to go, right? She will end up in creative arts becoming a coach and tell me how many will they coach? How many footballers have been paid in this country? How many athletes are we having? That is where we have taken our children in 3 career paths. And my dear, they had said mathematics is not compulsory, and people had to fight. People had to fight for mathematics to come because we want to make our children in that perspective. So, in that terms, as you have asked about what we do in terms of performance, you come as a parent, we sit down with you. We have academic clinics in our school whereby you come as a parent, we discuss about your child. Don't ask which number was it. How many marks did this child get? No, it's about sawa sawa. Yes. Time is up.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's jenga moja for our social job pamoja. Let's jenga moja, endesha, profit for Henry. Sasa Henry amefunza ndoto kwa kweli and inspires strategy. Like anytime you have a different revenue stream, you don't need to work for it.
Sure.
Right? Like if you have a small school fees and I don't know what you use school fees, tabaka, prestige. So what it means is you don't need, you might have different revenue streams within one business.
Yes.
You might be providing food and maybe on food you're doing competitor based pricing and maybe in clothes.
That's mine.
In because he told us like it's now apparent to decide whether you put the tracksuit, right?
Yes.
Yes. So what Henry is putting across, you don't need only one pricing strategy.
Sure.
That's how, depending on the revenue stream, you can play around with pricing strategy. That's how. Any maybe I will open the teachers now. Now